In the previous class, we are talking about the two-dimensional stress element. So we essentially had discussed in the previous class that we have a stress element like this, and this stress element had a normal stress of 100 megapascal acting along x-axis, and it had a normal stress of along y-axis 20. How much was the shear stress? 28 megapascal was the shear stress. And as far as the normal stress along y-axis was concerned, that was essentially equal 30. Normal stress along y-axis was 34 megapascal. Okay. So the question that was in front of us was if this stress element is rotated by an angle theta equal 40 degree in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, that is if the element is now subjected to a rotation of 40 degree in anti-clockwise direction. That is if the element now behaves like this. If we have an element like this, okay, now it's rotated with respect to x-axis by an angle theta equal to 40 degree. What will be the normal stress on this face along x-axis, along new x-axis I should say? What will be the normal stress along the new y-axis, and what will be the corresponding shear stresses? Okay, so what is very important for us to understand, a little concept which I will be discussing later on. For example, if this is your x-axis, if this is, say for example, your x-axis, let's suppose we are having an x-axis and this is our y-axis. Okay, now let's suppose we give a rotation to this xy system, okay, about an axis passing through its origin, passing through point O. Therefore our new x-axis will be, this will be our new x-axis, we'll call this as x prime, and this will become our new y-axis, let's call this as y prime. Okay, that is if we rotate our given coordinate system about an axis passing through point O by an angle theta. Okay, therefore our new x axis will become x prime, our new y axis will become y prime. Are you getting me or not? Fine. Now the case is same as we have here. We will be elaborating this in the coming topics when we will be talking stress as a tensor. But here what I want you to clearly understand is initially this was our x axis. मैंने ये नहीं कहा था ना करने के लिए. Initially this was our x axis, okay, and this was our y axis, isn't it? This was our y axis and this was our x axis. Is this fine? Now when you are rotating the system, this becomes your new x axis, we call this as x prime, and this becomes our new y axis, this we call as y prime. Okay, and we can say that x prime y prime system of x's, okay, or x prime y prime system is obtained, x prime y prime system is obtained by rotating xy system, isn't it? Is obtained by rotating xy system about O, anti-clockwise by an angle theta equal 40 degree. Is this correct? Okay. Now the question that was in front of us previous time, that we had a stress element in some machine. The stress acting along x-axis was 100 megapascal. The stress along y-axis was 34 megapascal. We had the shear stress of 28 megapascal acting. Now the question was how much will be the normal stress and the shear stresses on an element which is formed by rotating this element by an angle 40 degree about its center by an angle theta equal to 40 degree anti-clockwise. So I told you there are two ways of doing it. One is mathematical analysis, mathematically trying to do it. Okay, then using those mathematical equations physically. There are two ways of doing it. First we do it mathematically. We get the relationship between normal stresses and shear stresses through the rotation of the angle. That's what you did previous time in the one-dimensional case, where you said sigma theta is equal to sigma sine cos square theta. Tau is equal to tau tau theta is equal to tau sine 2 theta. So now you have a formula how at different values of theta, what will be the value of normal stress and shear stress. Here we will be in two-dimensional case of stress, we'll again be having the same. We'll be having the formulas by which we will calculate how the stresses behave. What is the value of the stress on different elements? Okay, what is the value of the stress as the rotation of the element takes place? That is one, that's mathematical way of doing it. Second is using those mathematical equations physically. That is what we are doing previous time as Morse circle. Okay, because at the end we will be representing those equations in the form of a circle. That's what we call as a Morse circle. Okay, so what we did previous time, first of all, I told you, first of all, find the average stress. Sorry. First of all, we calculate the average stress. Sigma average is equal to sigma x plus sigma y divided by 2. Okay. And that was coming out to equal to 100 plus 34 divided by 2. 134 divided by 2 was coming out 67 megapascal. Okay. That was one thing for us. Okay. Then I also told you to calculate the radius r, that's given by, we'll give the proof of all these formulas as sigma x minus sigma y divided by 2 whole square plus tau xy square whole raised to power 1 by 2. Okay, this r is called, this is called radius of Morse circle. I will be deriving it later on in mathematical analysis. This is called radius of Morse circle. Okay, this is what we call as the radius of the Morse circle. Fine. So how do we represent now the stress distribution on the given elements? For that purpose, what we intend to do, or what we try to do is, what we do is very simple. First of all, we were representing one of the axes as our x-axis. We said let this be our x-axis, and we said let this to be our y-axis. Okay, along x-axis we will be measuring normal stresses. Okay, so this axis is our sigma normal axis, and this is our shear stress axis, tau. Okay, now with O as the origin and distance is equal, we had a scale that 1 centimeter is equal 10 MPa. Is this clear? This was our scale last time. So with O as an origin, along stress, so we have two faces. The faces that we have are like we have face A and face B. On face A, we are having normal stress of 100 megapascal, and we are having the shear stress of how many megapascals? 28 MPa. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about this normal stress on face A. So along x, first of all, we have to move to a distance of how many megapascal to find the center? 6.7. Okay, because sigma average is our center. So this is our center, and we said that we have to move to a distance of 6.7 centimeter. 6.7 centimeter. Okay, now on the axis, on this plane, tau sigma plane, we will represent our normal and shear stresses onto faces. On face A, how much is the normal stress? 100 megapascal. That's equal to how many centimeters? 10 centimeter. And that is positive because it's along positive x-axis. And shear stress on this face A is having the sense of rotation as anti-clockwise. So we'll be taking this also as positive. Okay, this is our negative shear stress. This is our positive shear stress. So where will be the positive shear stress, by the way? Downwards. So this is tau. This will be sigma equal to 10. Then we have to go down how much? 2.8, isn't it? We have to go here. So what will be the coordinates of this point? The coordinates of the point will be 10, comma 2.8 in centimeters. In centimeter. Okay. So this represents our stress distribution on face A. So whatever we have the stress distribution on a face of a stress element on a Morse circle, we are representing that with the help of a point. Okay. So I will call this point, I will be calling as this is point A. Okay, now let's go to the stress distribution on face B. On face B, we are having normal stress of 34 megapascal, that is 3.4 centimeter. And the sense of rotation of shear stress is clockwise, therefore it will be taken as negative. Therefore, along sigma axis, first of all, we'll be moving 3.4 centimeter, and along the negative x-axis, negative tau axis, we'll be moving to a distance of how much? 2.8 centimeter. Okay, so that will be somewhere here. And we'll be calling this point as point B with coordinates equal to how much? 3.4 comma minus 2.8. Okay, then what we do with C as a center and radius equal to CA equal CB, we will draw a circle. Okay, so what we have to do now, we have to draw a circle with the help of a, I don't know whether this circle will cross the other side or not, but if you are drawing it up to scale on your graph copies, then you can clearly tell me what is happening. Okay, I will roughly draw it here. So we'll be drawing a circle. Okay, now if you look, CA is the radius of your circle, isn't it? Now give the coordinates of every point. Be careful while giving the coordinates of every point. By saying that coordinates of every point, I will be calling this point as, say for example, let me call this point as point D, and let me call this point as point E. Okay, fine. How much is CE? How much is CE? How much is the radius of it? Can you do it with the help of your scale? Hello, you can do it with a scale. Okay, so it will have some value. You can also verify that value with this formula. Okay, are you getting me or not? Fine, the two values should be same. Similarly, you will be also knowing the value of CD, isn't it? Yes, sir. This is also the radius of the circle. You also know the distance OD. How much is distance OD? 3.4 centimeter. No, OD we don't know. But we can find OD. OD will be equal to 6.7 centimeter minus the radius of the circle. Are you getting me on? So if I calculate it here, because I am interested in finding the radius of the Mohr circle, that will be equal 100 minus 34 divided by 2 square plus tau xy, that is 28 square. Please tell me how much is this? How many megapascals it is? Or yes, how many? How much? Please come with your calculators in this class. Okay, be professional. Don't use your mobile phones. Yes. So we can write this as, this is 43.27 means 43.3 megapascal. Now you verify it by taking the scale and measuring the distance CA. You have to do it on a graph copy. So you'll be measuring this distance. Is this okay? Are you getting me? Okay. So this is our Mohr circle. But what we have to do? What does the question say? We have to find the stress distribution on an element which is rotated by an angle 40 degree anti-clockwise. Are you getting me on? So what you will do with C as a center, with C as a, okay, draw an angle equal to, आपका angle कितना है? How much has to be your theta equal? 40 degree. But with C as a center and angle equal to 2 times theta, that is equal to 80 degree, draw a line. Okay, जितना एंगल आपको दिया गया है उसका ट्वाइस आपको लेना. क्यों? वो मैं आपको मैथमेटिक्स में बताऊंगा. So what I will do as a center, and with the help of protector, I will draw an angle equal to how much? 80 degree. Okay, so that will certainly be a line, and let that line be like this. Sorry, that line will be somewhat like this. Fine. with this angle equal to how much? 80 degree. So there was a question asked in the GATE examination. In Mohr's circle, okay, the angular displacement is twice the angular displacement of a stress element, half the angular displacement in case half the angular displacement of a stress element, equal none of them. It will be twice. Now the question is why, that I have to answer. I have to answer many questions I will be answering, but first of all, let's learn how to draw the Mohr's circle. That's very important. Okay. Now the line which has been drawn at an angle of 80 degree, it will be intersecting my Mohr's circle at least at 2 points, isn't it? So I will be calling one point as point A prime, and the other point I will be calling as point B prime. Be careful about the sense of rotation. When you rotate, your A will go to A prime and your B will go to B prime. Okay. If you are coming in clockwise orientation, then your A will go to where your B prime is right now, and your B will go to where your A prime is right. Okay. So you are doing the sense of rotation anti-clockwise. Now the point A, find the coordinates of the point A. Find the coordinates of the, first of all, find the x coordinate of point A. So first of all, you will be drawing the perpendicular. Draw the perpendicular. Okay. How much is the distance of this coordinate, this point, from point O? Can anyone tell me? Very easy it is. You can calculate it with the help of scale. That is one option. That's fine. No problem at all. Or you can also do it trigonometry. Isn't it? Isn't it? या तो आप scale से सीधे आपके सारे dimensions you can take a scale. वो भी ठीक है. Or you can do it with the help of trigonometry. I can write, let me call this point as F. I can write OF is equal OC plus CA prime cos 80 degree. Can I write it? लिख सकता हूं बच्चियों? ठीक है, लिख सकता हूं कि नहीं? Okay. How much is OC? 6.7 centimeter. How much is CA? It's equal to the radius. How much is the radius? 4.3 into cos 80 degree. जरा बताओ कितना आएगा ये? हाँ? 0.74 सेंटीमीटर. वो कितने मेगा पास्कल हो गए? इसको किससे मल्टीप्लाई करना है? स्केल क्या है आपकी? 1 सेंटीमीटर इज इक्वल 10 मेगा पास्कल. Therefore 0.74 centimeter will be how many mega multiplied by 10? That's equal to 7.4 megapascal. I use 6.3. कौन सा 6.3 किया ना मैंने OC ही लिया ना बेटा. अरे भाई 6.7 से ऐड करो ना इसको. मैं भी तो वही कह रहा हूँ ना. 6.7 कहां से आ गया? 6.7 plus 4.3 cos 80. Yes, be quick. How much is it? Salik. You are Salik? Salik Mushtaq. Okay. How much is it? Please come with calculators. बेटी कितना आया आप? हाँ करो जल्दी जल्दी. कैलकुलेटर क्यों नहीं लाया? कुता उदय हाँ मनन क्या शुरू कुता 7 शाबाश 7.4 सेंटीमीटर. दैट्स इक्वल टू हाउ मेनी मेगापास्कल? 74 मेगापास्कल. 10 से मल्टीप्लाई. ठीक है ना? यानी ए पॉइंट पे नॉर्मल स्ट्रेस कितना है अब? 74 मेगापास्कल. ओके. अब हम इसका ये डिस्टेंस कैलकुलेट करेंगे. हाउ मच विल दैट गिव अस? How much will this distance give us? This will give us the value of shabash. This will give us the distance of shear stress because we are measuring the distance along shear axis now. ठीक है कि ना? That will be equal to how much? I will write FA prime will be equal CA prime sin 80 है ना, वो कितना आएगा 4.3 sin 80. How much is that? Huh? 4.2. That's equal to how many megapascal? 42 megapascal. So I will write here normal stress is equal to how much? 42 megapascal. But is it negative or positive? Is it negative or positive? It is negative. So we'll write this as this is minus 42. Okay. Now come to point B. Tell me at point B, what is, let me call this, draw a perpendicular from here. Let me call this as G. How much is the value of normal stress at point B prime? How will you calculate that? Yes. Any idea? Yes, students, any idea of its calculation? It will be calculated as, yes, I can calculate. I have to find OG, isn't it? है ना वही OG मुझे calculate करना है ना. OG I can write it's equal to OC minus CB prime cos 80. सुना ठीक बच्चों? Is it clear? So that's equal to how much? OC is equal to 6.7 minus CB dash is radius, that is 4.3. 4.3 is radius. Yes, 4.3 cos 80. How much is it? 5.95 total. Okay, that's approximately equal to, we can write that as 6 centimeter. That's equal to 60 megapascal, isn't it? Or if you don't write it approximately, that will be a better choice. That will be good. So it is 5.95 centimeter. That is 59.5 MPa. Okay. So how much is the normal stress at point B prime? It is 59.5 megapascal. Now how much will be the shear stress? It will be equal B prime G, that's equal 4.3 sin 80. That's again equal to how much? 42 megapascal. Is it positive or negative? It's on the downward side, it will be positive. So it is 42 megapascal. This completes your Mohr circle. Okay. So what you will do, you will go back, you will return back, but please draw it on your graph copy and present it in the next class. Okay. This question you have to complete. Yeah, this question I have completed here, but you please repeat this question on your graph copies and see. So I will write now like this. So we had an element like this. Okay. So for this element, we had one of the axes as the x-axis. This was our x-axis. And this was our y-axis. Okay. Now what we are doing, we are rotating this element and we are getting one more element. Okay. We are getting an element like this. Please rotate it properly. Okay. So this was our initial x-axis. This was our initial y-axis. So we are rotating it by some axis. This is our new x-axis. We call this as x prime. This is our new x-axis. This is our y prime. Therefore, initially we will write the stress distribution here was 100 MPa. This was 34 MPa. This is 28 MPa. This is also 28 MPa. Okay. Now when we have rotated it, what we obtain? Yes. How much is sigma x on new face now? 74 MPa. How much is shear stress on it? How much is shear stress on this face? Minus 42. Minus 42, its sense of rotation will be clockwise, so it will be downwards. Okay, that's equal 42 MPa. Fine. And on the other side, how much is the shear normal stress? 59.5 MPa. And how much is the shear stress there? Yes, it is plus 42. So sense of rotation there will be anti-clockwise. So it will be like this. 42 megapascal. This completes our Mohr circle. This is how the stress distribution now varies. Are you getting me? No, not always. Yes, it depends on angle of rotation. No, no, no. एक्चुअली हमें वही करना है, ठीक है, करना तो हमें वही है, लेकिन मैंने पहले मोहर सर्कल लिखा है बिकॉज़ दिस इज अ बिट इजी. Okay, but in exams you will get a choice to do it using Mohr circle or to do it using component transformation. Okay, you should be knowing both the methods. Fine. Okay, अगर मैं आपको बताऊं, आप अपनी इस मोहर सर्कल को देखो और मुझे बताओ, इन मोहर सर्कल the maximum shear stress is equal to, in Mohr circle the maximum shear stress is equal to ना, ठीक है, 4.2 अब है ना, आपका स्ट्रेस डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन है इन द फॉर्म ऑफ ए सर्कल, है ना. इस एक्सिस में आपका नॉर्मल स्ट्रेस है और इस एक्सिस में आपका शेयर स्ट्रेस है टाउ. ठीक है, मुझे बताओ शेयर स्ट्रेस कहां पे मैक्सिमम है? दैट्स इंपॉर्टेंट. The maximum shear stress is here, okay, and that is equal to what? That's equal to the radius of Mohr circle. That's equal radius of Mohr circle. आप गेट की किताब खोल के देखो, कितनी बार आपसे पूछा गया है in Mohr circle the maximum shear stress is equal to radius of the Mohr circle. ठीक है, radius of the Mohr circle क्या करना represent maximum shear stress. समझा तरह? ठीक. In the same way you will be submitting this problem on a graph paper to me in the next class. Okay, all of you, whether you are online or offline, it doesn't matter. Okay, I will give you one more question. You have to submit this question. Okay, in the same way you solve one more question. This is 150 megapascal. This is 60 megapascal. This we also know is 60. I need not to tell you this. And this is now 30 megapascal. The sense of rotation is theta equal 30 degree clockwise. Theta is equal to 30 degree clockwise. So first problem that we have done in the class, you have to submit this. This is problem B. You have to submit this, and the last problem that you will be submitting to me in the next class. It is like this. And be careful, you have marks for all these. This is, let me, can you see this? Okay, this is 200 MPa. Let me change the color. This is 50 MPa. This is also 50 MPa. And this is 160 MPa. So these are the three problems which we will be doing on the graph copy. Graph 3 sheets you have to use with calculations. With calculations, you will be submitting them. Now theta is 60° anti-clockwise. Find the stress distribution. Okay, and you can refer to your book. For further reading, please refer to your reference, R.C. Hibla. Please refer to your R.C. Hibla for further reading. Okay, thank you.